Yo, you should. I'm saying. Like,
Ooh, yo, what the fuck?
You should be like,
dude, there's a fucking car accident. Somebody's on the ground, dude. What? Dude.
oh shit.
Fuck, man. I don't see any blood though. So it's
Pretty I think it's. BloodFlow. His specialty is BloodFlow.
Well, I was saying before, like I think it's like a common Russian culture thing, like it's called a
Russian?
Yeah, Russian. It's called a Banya. Have you been to one? There's one in San Francisco called Archimedes, but it's basically just a sauna, and they have like multiple environmental conditions, like 3 or 4. One is so hot, it's a dry heat that you have to put a cap on that covers your ears, or else your ears will get burned. So the concept is that you rotate, you cycle between like extremely hot and extremely cold. So in Archimedes in San Francisco, they have an ice bath. So like you go in one of the 4 saunas. You know, you cycle it depending on how long you can handle it, and then you jump into the ice cold water, and you keep cycling that hot and cold. And the idea is that
it's kind of like contrast shower, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You do that? Contrast shower. I used to do that when I was training from a vertical, and that's good for like nervous system recovery.
It's hot and cold cycling because it's basically just blood flow. It's expediting your recovery. It's expediting nutrient delivery. It's expediting like everything.
So when you go like contrast different temperature, your blood just start flowing, right?
Right, because it affects the viscosity of your blood. Like when we're in an extremely cold environment, like in the snow, our blood vessels contract, right, to prevent, and our blood is flowing much slower. But then the opposite happens when we're in extreme temperature. That's why I love Taiwan so much, like the humidity. It's so good for our skin. It's so good for blood flow.
Really?
I feel like when you're outside in like the extreme heat, it's like you're basically in a sauna, and it's great. But I mean, you have to be careful though, because there's always like bad, like if you go into like air conditioning right away, which like, yeah, it feels nice, but that dries out your skin. That's essentially the way that air conditioning works, is removing moisture from the air. So that's not as good as like, I mean, the most pure way in Russia is the kids, they jump in the snow. They just go into the snow after the sauna and they just roll around in the snow naked. And the contrast shower is like a more, not as extreme version, you know, because like obviously the shower can only get so hot, it can only get so cold. But like a banya is like more controlled environment. That's just one example of you know, like how we can control blood flow. Like I feel like when bodybuilders come out the pump, like that's the same thing, but it's just in a different like perspective. Beyond the jiaodu.
So wait, so if you train your blood flow, how does that help you with your gains?
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's why we train, right? To pump blood into our muscles. So it's like, yeah, I feel like that's how we like force growth, is like through the extreme conditions.
Interesting. Let's say if I start incorporating like blood flow exercises, you know, if I lift weights, I'll make gains faster.
I think it's actually really tied to nothingness, because it's like everything you're doing is blood flow. It's it's kind of abstract. I mean, like, yeah,
it's kind of like nothingness, right?
Yeah. Because it can be applied to everything. Like even like sexual context, like blood flow. Like obviously blood flow is required. So I think like the main thing is that we're just not.
Weird.
I think the main thing is that we're not sedentary, because when we're sitting at a desk, like that's when blood flow is most stagnant. You know. So I think the main thing is, like, there's this one device that tracks posture. I studied it a little bit like a few years ago, and like their slogan is like your best posture is your next posture, which the idea is that even if you have like the ideal, most optimal posture, if you stay there forever, it's no longer. It's no more ideal. It's no longer ideal. So the idea is that you're constantly moving, you're constantly changing, your blood is constantly flowing.
So blood flow is just like kind of like a catalyst for you to recognize change, for you to like drive change, kind of, right?
That's definitely part of it. Yeah.